He kissed me gently but whispered, "Don't trust me. My name is Clara." I was 22 when I met Adam. He had soft brown eyes and a smile that made me feel safe. One night, after a long walk by the river, he leaned close and kissed me gently. My heart raced and I thought it was the most romantic moment of my life. But then, he whispered in my ear, "Don't trust me." I pulled back, confused and afraid. Why would the man I loved say something so strange? I laughed nervously, thinking maybe it was a joke. "What do you mean, Adam?" I asked. But he shook his head and said, "Not tonight. Just remember what I said." He looked serious, almost sad. The next day, I tried to forget his words, but they stayed in my mind like a shadow. When we met for lunch, he acted normal, talking about food, movies, and future plans. Still, in my heart, his whisper echoed again and again. One evening, Adam brought me to a small bookstore. "You'll like this place," he said. Inside, he showed me a shelf of old books and handed me one with a torn cover. When I opened it, a small note fell out. The note said, "Truth hides behind his smile." My hands shook. "Adam, what is this?" I asked. He quickly grabbed the paper, stuffed it back, and said, "Forget it." His eyes looked guilty, and I knew something was wrong. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying his kiss, his whisper, and the note. At midnight, my phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. "Stay away from him or you'll regret it." My chest tightened. Who sent it? Was it about Adam? I wanted to call him right away, but I remembered his warning. Don't trust me. The fear grew stronger, and I realized I was falling deeper into a secret I didn't understand. The next day, I met Adam at a cafe. I wanted answers. "Adam, are you hiding something from me?" He smiled gently but didn't reply. Instead, he reached across the table and held my hand. "Clara, just believe that I care for you, but not everything is safe to know." His words broke me even more. How could he say he cared while asking me not to trust him? Tears filled my eyes, and people in the cafe turned to look. A week later, I followed him. I saw Adam walking into a quiet street I had never noticed before. He entered a small apartment. Curious, I waited outside. After 30 minutes, he came out with another man. They shook hands, and Adam gave him an envelope. I froze. What was inside? Money? Documents? When Adam saw me, his face turned pale. "Clara, why are you here?" he asked. I had no answer. My legs trembled and I wanted to run. That night, Adam came to my house. He looked tired. "Clara, I told you not to follow me. Now it's harder for me to protect you." I felt both angry and scared. "Protect me from what?" I demanded. He closed his eyes for a moment, then whispered, "From myself." His words cut like a knife. My heart still wanted him, but my mind screamed danger. He kissed my forehead gently, and again I heard it. "Don't trust me." I tried to end things. I told Adam, "I can't live like this, full of secrets." But he begged, "Please stay a little longer. Soon everything will be clear." His eyes looked broken, and I couldn't walk away. One evening, he asked me to meet him at the river where we first kissed. The wind was cold, and the moonlight made the water shine. He held my hand tightly and whispered, "Tonight, you will finally know the truth." When we reached the riverbank, Adam handed me the same torn book. "Open it," he said. Inside, there was a hidden photograph. It was Adam standing with dangerous-looking men. My breath caught. "Who are they?" I asked. Adam replied, "They are people I once worked for, bad people. I escaped them, but they still follow me. I said not to trust me because I feared they would use me to hurt you. Tears streamed down his face. I wanted to believe him, but my heart was heavy. Then, why didn't you tell me from the beginning? I asked. He said, because I wanted at least one moment with you that was real. That kiss, that night by the river. It was the happiest I've ever felt. But I knew happiness cannot last for me. His voice cracked, and I realized Adam was not a villain, but a man drowning in his own past. In the chaos, one man dropped a knife. My heart pounded like a drum. I grabbed Adam's arm and pulled him away. Together, we ran until our legs burned. Finally, we reached safety, hiding in an old shed. Both of us were out of breath. Adam looked at me, his face bruised but his eyes soft. Clara, I told you not to trust me, but the truth is, I never wanted to lose you. I cried, holding his hand tight. Then don't push me away again, I said. That night, I realized love is not always safe, but sometimes it is worth the danger.